Morning everyone, as you can see I'm gloved up. Wasn't going to film, I just came out here to, it's bin day, so I just came out here to clean up the poo and chuck it in the bin, and you can kind of see I've ripped up one of the plant. Oh yeah, anyway, I wasn't filming, just came out here to clean up a bit, put the retic on. Then I thought, oh well, while I'm here, I've got the morning off, I've got to go to work a bit later, so I've got a couple of hours to spare. So we get a green bin. So green lid bin is for your plant waste, red lid is for your general waste, and yellow is recycling. So we never use it, and as you can see now, it's almost full, and heavy too, because these plants are quite heavy. They carry a lot of water. But yeah, but if you go back a couple of videos, you'll see the plants are all starting to grow over onto the grass. It just didn't look nice at all. I'm not one for gardening, so when I do gardening, it's short, sharp, and to the point, and I'm not trimming plants. Like there was a plant there, that's in the bin. I'm not mucking around with sticks and stuff. So yeah, it's I'm not a good gardener. So this is 10 minutes. I've ripped all those plants out that were overhanging, and then I started raking. You can see here I just started raking, and it's really making the grass, I don't know if you can see it with the sun, but it's making it all stand back up. It was starting to get all shiny and matted down. You can see over there, it's kind of, the sun's really low, so you might not be able to see it, but yeah, it looks like proper grass here, and over there it just looks like all matted down. So what I'll do is I'll turn this video into a get rid of your wee smell from your dogs video. I've done a couple before, but I've done them just quickly, just because we've had people coming over and I've just done it. It doesn't smell at the moment, but I want to keep on top of it. Our weather's starting to change a bit, so today's like quite cool. It's a bit humid, but it's yeah, 15 degrees at the moment. It's only going to get to 29 today. We finished with the 30 degree days pretty much. So yeah, that's good to see the back end of them. So we're getting into the high 20s. I've just checked the weather, so yeah, high 20s. East, like tomorrow's 27, so it's going to be really nice. The mornings are like 13 degrees, quite cool. So yeah, what I'm going to do is we'll turn this into a grass maintenance video, because it's not like it stinks and it needs a shock, but I'm going to do it properly, and I'm only going to do it now, and then I'll probably do it once during winter, I reckon, and that'll probably keep on top of it. I've got a few different methods of doing things, and I'll show you why I'm going to use what I used today, but why I wouldn't use it again. But I've got to use it. I'm not going to throw it out, so I'm going to use it today. It did work, but I've got something that is a lot easier to use, so that's what I'm going to do. But yeah, first I'm going to try and rake all the grass so it stands up. So that's step one. Well, step one is get rid of all the poo and debris on your grass. I'm actually going to get the blower out. It's just after 7, so I can get the blower out and make some noise. But yeah, first thing is rake. First thing is pick up all the crap on the lawn. Second thing I'm going to do is rake it. You don't have to rake it. It depends on how stuck down your grass is. Then the third thing, which I've never seen anyone do, but it works for me, is use, hopefully I've got some, here we go, soil soaker, water wetter, soil soaker, yeah, soil wetter, whatever it is. So that's pretty much opening up the pores of your soil to allow water to sink down into it. And I'm going to put it on very, very thick and bubbly, just so, because underneath this grass, I've noticed the last couple of winters when it really rains, it pools, it doesn't drain through. So my theory is if we can get the pores to open up in the soil underneath the grass and get things sinking down, the wee is not just going to sit on top like it normally does, it's actually going to sink down and penetrate, and if the wee is down, then we're going to get the chemical down as well. So that's my thought process there. So I'll do step by step anyway. So that's step 3, I suppose. Then I'm going to use this thing like that, hydrogen peroxide, bicarb of soda. I don't think I've got one open, so we'll use that one. And some dishwashing liquid, and I've got one squirt, well yeah, 1 litre of hydrogen peroxide, quarter cup of baking soda, squirt of dish soap, and that's it. That's for something else, that other writing, but yeah. So I've got I don't know if I've got a cup, or 250 mils is a cup, isn't it? So I'll just use that. Yeah. So there's another one here too, 250 mils. So we'll use that. Yeah, water that in. So yeah, water your soaker in. Let it sit for 10 minutes. Mix all this up while that's soaking in. Spray that on top, or let that soak in. And I'm doing the whole grass because if you have watched my previous videos, the dogs really only piss along that brick wall there, the far brick wall, all along that line there. They don't really do it over here. They always go up the back there. So, but I'm going to do the whole grass just because this is going to be like a bit of a reset. So yeah, we'll get on top of that. So cutting, I don't know if you guys ever use these things. I'm actually going to get rid of this. This is really, really old, and my batteries are cooked, and I don't buy Ryobi anymore. As you can see, I've got a heap of Azedo stuff, and it works really good. A few batteries on charge here and everything. So yeah, if that's probably going to go in the bin. You only get about 4 minutes out of a battery. These are like 15 years old, I'd say. And this thing doesn't cut very well, and you can't buy blades for it anymore, so it's going to go. But what I normally do is when you're finished using it, I just use brake cleaner or degreaser or something, cleans it up nice, and then spray it with inox, and it'll stop it from rusting and all that stuff. And then put it away, and then when you come and use it again, put the battery in, get it moving, spray it again with inox, and then do your business, and then do that again. And I've had that for 15 years, and I used to use it very often because we had different trees here that needed every few months cutting. But yeah, I don't use it that much. This is the first time I've actually cut these trees in 3 years. We did buy them very small though. We bought them in little punnets, so it's taken 3 years for them to grow this much. So I'd say it'll be a yearly thing. I probably can cut a few more there. You can see overhanging. I'll just do it by hand. But yeah, so I think I'm going to rake first, then I'll get the blower. So this grass always has like a nap, and the guy laid it so if perfect condition it'd be standing up, but it's not. It lays down that way, facing that way. That's why. So now I've got to raking it this way to stand them back up. They're never going to go back that way. He was telling me anyway, and it looks different. So that's why you lay the nap facing the way you're going to look at it. Because if you were to face it, turn it 180, you're going to be seeing this shiny stuff that you can see now from over there. Whereas if you go over there, you're looking into the blades, if that makes sense, on an angle. So that's what he told me anyway. So hopefully that's true. The dogs love eating that. So yeah, I better get to cleaning that up. Okay, just raked it. Looks good actually. All the blades are standing up now. Looks a bit darker. Looks a bit higher too. Looks nice. Looks like real grass. Yeah. I've just given it a water just to. It was a bit dusty when I got the blower out. It was very dusty, so I thought I'd blow it, wet it, and put it all down. Now let's try this. Now I'm pretty sure I've done this before. A litre of hydrogen peroxide. I don't know if you need to mix it, and it's not a good idea to get this on your hands either, as I found out last time. It leaves like a white residue that doesn't really want to come off. So yeah, probably want to wear gloves or something. I'm going to try just not to touch it. So I'll put a bit in. Last time I did this, I didn't have this one. I had that other one that broke. So I think this is the same though. I'm pretty sure it's a litre, so probably not going to fit either. But yeah, that's 500 grams. So I'm not even going to measure it. Just put half in. A bit more. Is that a quarter or a half? Quarter. Whoops. Anyway, that's pretty close. It's not quite half. So then we'll put a squirt of dishwashing liquid. That's enough. And then give it a mix. I'll see if I can find something to mix it with. Hopefully it doesn't stuff up my metal ruler. Pretty much just to dissolve it all. This recipe I came across, can't remember the guy's name now, but it was for killing skunk and cat wee smell and skunk smell over in America, I suppose. So yeah, if it's strong enough for that, I say we're going to be right for a bit of dog wee, and then I'll put the rest in. Yeah, there's only a little bit left over. I won't put. So what we'll do is we'll spray a bit, a couple minutes, and then we'll come back and top that up. That way we get the whole litre on. All right, I'll connect that to the hose, and we'll see you at the outside. If you picked up that mistake in the last clip, good on you, because I didn't. We've got to do the soil wetter first before we do that, and I need that to do the soil wetter. So I'm going to have to find a container to pour that into. Probably between these three, I'll be able to pour it out, and yeah, that'll do. And then there's another one. What's in here? Yeah, cool. Yep, done. All right, I'll sort that out, and then we'll come back to the sink there and mix up the water wetter. Yeah, rookie mistake. Oh well. So that's cleaned out. I don't remember. Gardens, lawns, 3 litres of diluted solution per square metre, and water it in well. Apply 20 mils of Easy Wet with 9 litres of water. So 20 mils. So I reckon we need that much. There we go. That's the perfect amount. That's exactly what they said on the box. Okay, let's do it. So yeah, 100 mils or so, I don't know, and then we'll connect it. Connect that to that. Like that, and I'll come back and get you. Should have really got the old head cam. So yeah, nice and thick. Doesn't matter if it goes on the garden, this stuff, because that's what it's for, as long as you just rinse it off the leaves. I've got it on, you can see it's on there. I use the most solution, and I'm definitely going to pay extra attention to this edge here. Just because it seems the most popular for the boys, but I am going to do everywhere. I'm not going to do another. Whenever this runs out, it runs out. And I do a little bit of wheeze here sometimes. Okay. That's how quickly it runs out on E if you've got the same machine. I had a cheapy one from, actually it wasn't that cheap, it was still $30 odd. This one was 50, but this one is a million times better. Proper brass fittings, no plastic, it's all nylon and brass, and very, very well made. The spray pattern's a lot better, it bubbles up a lot better. I've actually been using this instead of my pressure washer to wash the cars, and it works really well. You don't even need, all my cars are ceramic coated, so if they're ceramic coated you don't really need a pressure hose. If you've got a 4-wheel drive that you've never looked after the paint and you want to try and get mud off it, then yeah, you need a pressure hose. But yeah, if you got just a standard car, you look after polished paint with ceramic coating, this is all you need. Works really well. Now that pooling used to be just here when it rains. Gets a heat, like you can't even, it's higher than the grass. Turns into a swimming pool just around here. I'll just put the last little bit on there. Like that. You can see it's starting to run out now. And then it says to water it in, so I might just disconnect this, put the normal hose fitting back on, and I'll just water this in. Okay, so we got the hydrogen peroxide solution in, and that much left over. So let's hit that. So I've still got it on E. You can see it there. Still got it on E. So we'll see how much comes out. Oh yeah, that's enough. Again, I'll do this area first and twice. And the areas that I know they never ever piss on, I'm just going to give a quick going over and give most of the concentration over there. They never come over here. I'll give it a quickie. And here they go. Never there. Or rarely there, but we'll do it. There we go. And then really hit this hard here. Probably don't want to get this on the plants. I'll have to just rinse them off. It's funny, this stuff doesn't smell, but it kills the smell. Probably keep mixing it too. Just that bicarb is not really, I'll probably put too much in. I think that's all it is. Where this plant used to get hammered. They used to really love that spot for some reason, so I'll put a bit extra there. And then down here as well, the older one goes down here a fair bit. Get that, and I think that's it. Oh, I've got a bit more to put in. Hang on. And it's bin day again. Yeah, so that went on nice. You can see it's quite thick. Hopefully you can see that. You can see it all over there. There's all like white patches. All the foam is building up. Oh, it's gone now, but I did spray some here just quickly. You don't think it's actually foaming, but when you spray it on the brick paving, it just foams up straight away. So it's definitely got a fair bit of foam in it. It's hitting the grass and going down. So it's probably been about 5 minutes now. So turn this on. It's hard with one hand. Yep. Just give it another soaking, and actually I might even come over here, and because I definitely got some on the plants, I might just wash these plants off quickly. Because I can't imagine hydrogen peroxide being too good for them. I've got the sister-in-law and the family and all their family coming around for dinner tomorrow night, so yeah, good excuse to clean the backyard. Give the plant. I'll turn the retic on later. Alright, yeah, so just a real quick one, just to I think you just got to keep it wet. I don't want it drying out, so nothing too, yeah, you don't want to put too much water on to dilute it, but you don't want to let it dry out either. So just every 5 minutes I'll come out and give it a wet. I'll just clean up the backyard a bit in between keeping it wet. Clean the shed up, and then I've got one more little secret to do right at the end, to do with that. So we're not finished with that. Got one more little secret ingredient. Hey Google, turn on the backyard sprinklers.
Got it. Turning on 3 things.
That's a bit weird. I asked her to turn the sprinklers on, and she said turning on 3 things and the lights are on. Oh well. Got my tyres. So those tyres are off my Tirana that I had to buy them to get the car from here to the panel beater, I think, because the big tyres wouldn't fit on. Can't remember. But yeah, they're going to go get sold. Need a bit of air in them. That one's got a bit flat. Yeah, and the old man's coming. So today's Thursday. He's coming around Monday because it's a public holiday for Easter, and just finish a few little finishing touches to the car, and then following Saturday, I'm going to go and drop it off at the place to sell it. So probably there might be unless they don't sell it for whatever reason. They seem pretty confident that they would sell it, but yeah, unless they don't sell it, then I probably won't see it again, which would be a bit of a shock to the system because I've had that car for 24 years. So yeah, bit of a shock. But anyway, I've sorted out all some parts. So this stuff here is pretty much for the new owner. Just some odds and ends, parts and stuff, and then I've got pretty much every single receipt. I've actually even found the ad. That's the original ad from 24 years ago, the one circled there. How I bought the car. I found it in the paper. There was no Facebook Marketplace or anything back then. You did all your buying and selling on the paper. I got some what's the name? Windshield, flip down windshield. I can't remember what they're called now. You know, when the sun's in your eyes, you flip down a thing. I got them upholstered, but I never fitted them. So they're there. And then there's some spare parts that the new owner won't need, but that I can sell. Headlights. There's a new ignition. There's a window winder. Things like that. That's about it. There's a couple little things over there that I'll get my dad to go through when he comes over on Monday. There's some tools and stuff that he gave me, so I'll probably give them back to him, or if he doesn't want them, I'll sell them. Yeah, and the tyres, and he's got a bonnet as well, an old bonnet, so I've got to sell that too. But yeah, but the grass is looking good. So this is the secret ingredient. Just a nice car wash, not a cheap one. You got to get one that has UV clean and shield your pride and joy from the harmful effects of UV rays. So I try and do that maybe 3-4 times a year, and that's the last thing I'll do now is just spray that on nice and thick foam, let it sit for a bit, rinse it down, and that way you're protecting your plastic grass from UV rays. I don't know how long it lasts, but it's doing something. It makes it look nicer. It definitely makes it a darker greener. Not so, yeah, just cleans it. It looks nice. Can't be harmful for it. So yeah, I'll do it at the back and the front because we've got it out the front as well, same grass. So yeah, works good. But anyway, I'll show you that anyway because that foams up quite a bit. Looks like it's snowing. But yeah, we'll keep going with that. Okay, sprinklers are done. And that's it. So I'll just give it a... It's not going to cover it like it would cover a car, just because it's grass. It's not a solid thing, but that's all you need. Just foam it up. And I can't smell anything. I was starting to smell it before because you're wetting it, and you've got the blower on it, and you're raking it, so you're agitating the grass. I could start to smell a bit of wee, but definitely can't smell anything now. And once this stuff sinks in, it's going to look $1,000,000. So yeah, you might as well look after it. And I mean, this grass is 11 years old, almost 12 years old. And I'd never used to look after it. It's only in the last, maybe 4 years since we've had the dog, really. I used to like rinse it off every summer back in the day. Like maybe once a year I'd rinse it off, but I'd never spray anything on it to actually clean it or or anything. It's only since we've had the dog and I've really had to look after it, because otherwise it'd smell, that I've actually done it. So okay, this is almost out. Make sure we get all the corners. So yeah, you don't have to use that particular car wash. It is a good one. It's very expensive now because you can only buy it in 10 litre buckets or barrels or whatever, and I can't get it locally. So yeah, it's a bit risky because it could rock up here empty if it opens or whatever. I don't really want to buy 10 litres. I bought 5 litres. Me and a mate went halves in 5 litres, and that wasn't too bad. But 10 litres, I think you're really pushing it in the mail. If I could buy it locally, I would. It is good, but not by post. Not by post, that's for sure. All right. Yeah, so we'll just let that sink in. Probably give it a rinse off in 10 minutes. And we're done. Yeah, this stuff here. So yeah, that's 5 litres. I only ended up, like I said, me and my mate went halves in it, so I ended up with 2.5 litres each. I've still got that much in there, and that's probably 3 years old, I'd say. It's a fair bit. So yeah, definitely lasts. You don't need a lot. Just a little bit goes a long way, and your car looks $1,000,000. It's hard to describe, but it looks like your car's just been polished. Yeah, and it does last a while. It's pretty good. I think it's got some ceramic thing in there as well, because that was hard to get. I don't want, because it was I think it was like $150 for 5 litres. So if you buy 10 litres, it's like $300. It's just over $300, I think. So I didn't really want to fork out that much to have 10 litres lasting me, almost 10 years. There's no point. Something better might come out. So I ended up getting the Bowden's own Nanolicious, the orange one, and that works just as good as that, and it's cheaper, and I can get it down the road locally. So yeah, I'll stick with that. I think works just as well. So yeah, I think I did our blinds that we have there. I did them with the Nanolicious. So yeah, I do the blinds, the grass. That's about it really. Yeah, and we got blinds in the front windows as well, like shade cloth blinds. So I do them with the UV protecting. I wash them. So that job's coming up soon. So we'll probably do that soon. But I normally, because they're down at the moment for summer, as we start going into the 25 degree-ish days and we want a bit more heat in that front bedroom, then I'll lift them up and they're on the outside, so they're to block sun coming in. You can still see through them, but they're mainly to block sun. So yeah, before I put them up, I'll wash them, give them a good clean. I'll wash them, I'll wash the window, let them dry, and then they get rolled up for the winter, and they're away, and then that way they're protected and everything. And then come winter time, I put them down and just give them a quick spray with a UV protectant, and then they're down for the summer. And touch wood, they've been down as long as the grass, 10-12 years, and they still look brand new. They're not even faded. So yeah, they're really good. Yeah, so all good. I made the mistake with these back blinds of using a pressure washer. I used to use bleach on them because they used to get dirty with the dust, and that's what made them fade. So I'm not going to make that mistake with these ones. I'm only going to use a UV car wash, no bleach, no high pressure hose either, and hopefully they'll last longer than the other ones then. But saying that, we got 10 years out of our last ones. We've only just got them in a couple of months ago, so all good. But anyway, I think I'll leave it at that. Apart from just watering this suds in off the soap, I'm pretty much done out here. Looks a lot different just by cutting those. What do we got? 22. Yeah. Just by cutting the trees back a bit, looks a lot bigger, which is nice. But you can see the pooling that I'm talking about, and that's only really pooling because of the foam. But yeah, I'm just hoping it doesn't do that during winter. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to keep hitting it with that soil wetter, and that should be the that should fix it up then, hopefully. But anyway, all good. Alfie, what's going on, mate? I'm going inside. You got spider webs on you, mate. All right, I'll pack up out here. We're pretty much done. Pack up out here and yeah, have a good weekend. It's only Thursday, but tomorrow's a public holiday for us over here because of Easter. It's Good Friday tomorrow, so yeah, have a good long weekend if you're in Australia. I don't know what you do in America or UK or whatever for Easter, but have a good weekend either way. Catch you later.